Hi, good day. My name's Norman Murray and I work for Learning for Success. I'd like to welcome you to embed your NHS culture and values into your performance management to drive behaviour. I hope this recording finds you well. And what we're going to do is we're going to go into the presentation and we're going to talk around performance management within the NHS, some of the challenges within the NHS, and how we can incorporate your values into a performance management system that will help drive behaviour. We are really taken by the fact that we strongly believe that culture and values help drive behaviour. So let's go straight into it. Here are some of the companies we work with. Won't spend too much time on that because that's a bit of a sales pitch. How within the NHS, we've come across a survey done by Paresh Wankadi, who found that within the NHS, morale is at an all-time low. Sickness and absence rate are at their highest. There's record numbers of people leaving the NHS for better paid jobs elsewhere. And recently, within the last year or 2 years, there's been high rates of mental health issues. All this leads to delays in responding to incidents and patients. Conversely, frontline staff have acquired greater clinical skills with better treatment options at their disposal. I have been told by a member of the NHS who I presented to earlier this month that organisations within the NHS that have better performance management systems have lower rates of mental health issues. However, I've not been able to verify that. So that's lower rates of mental health issues that within the NHS if they have better performance management systems. If anyone knows of that piece of research, please do let me know. Performance management problems can take up valuable staff time. Some seem old-fashioned, clunky. This paper-based system has been put on the system, so it's slightly more digital. It's not tailored to the individual, team, or department within the NHS. There's no immediate feedback to affirm or adjust behaviours. No measurement in place, crucially because of that of your culture. And most trusts, we believe, rely on surveys to measure their culture. And no smart goals or ongoing coaching conversations to draw out and reinforce the issues of performance management and culture. So why review performance? Most of you know the reasons why we need to review performance within the NHS. Number one, by far and away, is to make people feel valued. Set new goals, review minor grievances. We also believe that in most NHS areas, managers have got a fixed budget, fixed people, fixed machines, but it's the relationships within those teams that are flexed. So relationships plus resources really do equal results. It enables you to give an oversight on current projects, enables you to review team priorities, and in most trusts you do review performance more than once a year. We believe it's all about appraise, knock off the AMP. It's all about saying well done. A few tweaks here and there, a little bit of refocus, and you've got it. Well done. Feedback we've had from a number of our clients, what they want is to define clear employee objectives, leading to effective performance measurement processes, leading to meaningful analysis of results and measures, which lead to constructive performance conversations around feedback and training. Our approach is the same as Steve Jobs. Tell us what you want and we'll do the technology. Also, we believe we're the cheapest on the market and it saves you time because you design it and saves your managers time during the process. So what does our system do? Gives peer and upward performance reviews. Feedback we've had from our clients, particularly younger managers, younger staff, crave feedback in how they're doing. They really want that some objective feedback to help them improve their performance. The fact that it's tailored to the individual means that it's just not a tick box exercise and it really means something and it becomes much more relevant. There's immediate feedback to affirm or adjust behaviours so people know in that instant when they've done something, they know whether it's worked or not. There's dynamic goal setting. So within the trust, within departments, you can set goals for the whole department or that won't affect other departments. And it links measurable performance feedback to training. So this is the landing page for our system. We would have whatever picture you wanted as the background, and we'd use your trust colour scheme and logo as part of the landing page so that it immediately creates ownership. Each person gets their own login to make it work. One of the feedbacks we've had from our clients is that people don't like to be appraised, so don't do it. We've had a number of suggestions with our clients. They use something like developing your potential, unlocking your potential, making the most of your potential. I'm trying to think of some NHS ones. Triage your potential to really make it yours. This is Simon Check's team. So there's ongoing tutorials, so everyone gets the same information at the same time. There's the list of team members. There's different types of reports that you can do, and you can log out, and you can send notes in real time. Here are the 3 key members for Simon Check. This is the frequency you want the performance to take place. If it goes past that date, which you might do for sickness, holidays, maternity, paternity, as examples, it changes colour. So both the team manager and the team leader know there's a conversation to be had. You can make notes at any time. Either the manager or the team member can make notes. And all the information is stored in one place against the person's name. So you'll note that at the top, it's got the person's name, it's got the job title, which means ownership. So again, it's a real live document and it's tailored to the individual. You'll note here some information on performance management. You can either use this one or we can use yours, whichever works. Section A is where we would strongly recommend putting the culture and values of the trust, because like the trusts, we strongly believe that culture and values help drive behaviour. And we work with you to come up with however many questions are required to elicit the behaviours you want to drive in your trust. So question 1, it's strongly disagree, disagree, mixed, agree, or strongly agree, as the case may be. And we would suggest giving that a weighting of some 60%, because that's quite high. The next section is taken from the job description. Now, in a number of trusts and most jobs I've worked in, the job description is given to me and then it's forgotten about and never ever referred to. But if you're going to appraise someone and someone's job, you need that job as part of the process. So again, we work on the 80-20 rule. 80% of your job is taken up by 20% of the actual job description itself. And again, the descriptor of the activity, and it's disagree, strongly disagree, disagree, mixed, agree, strongly agree, or not applicable. And we do that for however many key activities are in the job. The next section is the metrics section. The next section is the metrics section. So here we give on-time delivery of orders to customers. The unit is the measure of number of orders delivered as a percentage of the total number of orders. And where jobs are easily measurable, we put in the parameters of which the performance would be outstanding and the metrics where the employee would need to improve. And we'd give that a weighting of some 20%. The next section is comments on performance. This is a very simple, positive, free-form section where it talks about the person's activities that aren't directly linked to key performance indicators. For example, someone might be very good at getting the team to take on a team charity, or getting the team to go out for a team lunch, or someone might be very good at once they've cleared the trust's organisational induction, might be very good at being a buddy or a mentor in those early days, telling the new team member what the team's all about. as one trust said, it's all about the glue that keeps the team together. That's exactly it. So what's the person's strengths? What's the areas of for growth? And what's the overall assessment? Again, those three simple boxes capture the essence of someone's performance, not covered in the KPIs. Very simple, very straightforward, just like a Word document. The next section is the growth plan. Again, click here for information on the use of goals. We can either use ours or use yours. Number of goals. Go back. Number of goals. There's 4 goals there. Short, medium, and long-term goals. What is the goal? What is the plan to meet that goal? What is the time frame to achieve that goal? And how will the goal achievement be tracked or measured? Now, by encouraging people to fill in those 4 boxes, we are encouraging SMART goals. And what the feedback we've had from our clients is that managers really need to concentrate on this section, the bottom section, because their team members, if they succeed, then the manager succeeds or the team leader succeeds. Another feedback we've had from our clients is that it turns managers much more into coaches, which is another powerful method of people learning on the job, keeping people informed, and helping with retention. Coaching is a very powerful leadership style within an organization. Once that's been done, is it a performance goal or is it a performance goal or a work goal, learning goal, or not applicable? Click this box if we still need to come back to it. But once it's all completed, we click at the bottom, calculate and save. When we calculate and save, up will come a number. And that's how well we've performed out of 100. Now, if you're my boss and we've filled it all in and say it comes up at 55 or 60%, because that's the number how well you've performed out of 100, I might say to you, I've worked really hard this quarter and I've only got 60%. You would say to me, well, if you concentrate on this section, the general section, the section that carries your culture and values and the behaviours you're looking for, you would say to me, if you're my boss, Norman, why don't you pick 1, 2, or 3 of these behaviours, work on them, and it gives us something to talk about at the next conversation. So this section clearly lays out what the organisation is looking for in its culture and values and behaviours. It also helps to drive those behaviours. It also helps to define and seek out areas of performance improvement for the individual, because this carries the biggest section of some 60% of the figures. So if you want to up your numbers, this is the place to do it. So what we've covered is the culture and values of your organization and how to drive those culture and values, behaviors. your key performance of your job, your performance of core responsibility, taken from your job description. The metrics section, where it gives parameters of people's performance of the jobs that are easily measurable. The areas of performance that are not covered by KPIs, the glue that keeps the team together, and the growth plan, where you can have 1, 2, 3, or 4 goals, short, medium, and long-term goals, looking at what is the goal, what is the plan to meet that goal, what is the time frame to achieve that goal, and how will the goal be tracked and measured. Very simple, very easy to use, that will help drive the culture and values and embed the culture and values into your trust. So, hopefully we've covered for you the key areas that you want in a performance management system, a simple performance management system that will help drive the culture and values into your performance management. Most trusts spend a lot of time and a lot of money in communicating and training people in the culture and values, but for many it's still not sticking. So if you'd like a conversation about how to embed culture and values into your trust, if you want to know things like the investment required, how we would go about it, and any other questions you might have, please do contact me. As I've said, there's 3 reasons why you might want to consider us for your performance management. 1, you design the process, we do the technology, so it's fully customizable. Secondly, we believe we're the cheapest on the market. And thirdly, saves time and is easy to use because you design it. So please do contact Norman at learnforS.com for a more in-depth conversation of our cost-effective, tailored digital performance management system. Thank you. I appreciate your time, and do contact me if you have any questions. Thank you for listening. Bye-bye.